Well, guys, it is so unfortunate that when the right things are being done at the wrong time, we celebrate people who have actually, put the guy in a very tight situation. Like, what's going on now? People are excited. The president is very confident talking about payment of salaries that has been withheld for months. Not just anybody. Let's talk here. We're talking about health workers. Health workers are not one of those people that should be held salaries for whatever reasons. Because the truth is, these guys had to deal or have to deal with, the health of people. And if you allow people like this to go on strike for months or without paying them to motivate them to do their work well, what do you expect in such situations, or what do you expect in such sectors? You know, we've seen in so many instances where the health sector had to go on strike. People have lost family members, people have lost friends just because we have a government that is not responsible. Not just a government that is not responsible, we have a failed or a failing system that continues to strive in that failure. I don't know if I should say they are striving in that failure, because they are not trying to make anything better. They are not in any way trying to make anything better. If you ask this present administration, what exactly have you done about the health sector? I can hardly pick a thing that they would say that they have done. So when we celebrate when they are trying to make things that they actually made wrong right, it just makes us more like a mediocre, because it just doesn't add up and it does not make sense. Now the president is excited and with, every ego in him, saying that he has approved the payment of salaries of health workers that have been withheld. Like, I just cannot, put these things together. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense in any way. Now Nigerians and even the health workers will be excited. But what can they do really? It is the system, it is the situation to which they found themselves. But anyway, guys, I'll bring you more details about this present development. But of course, you know how I'll do it right here. Please ensure you subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, turn on the notification bell, like, and also share this video. All right, guys, without further ado, yes, don't forget, this is Saffron Media, and we are here to give you the best, the most trending, exciting, reliable, and authentic happenings in Nigeria, especially in the area of politics and many more. So stay tuned as we give you the latest. All right, guys, right here says that Chris Ngige, Minister of Labor and Employment, disclosed this on Thursday while speaking to journalists. After a meeting with the president at the State House in Abuja, the development comes months after Buhari promised that the salary arrears of health workers would be cleared. Following strike actions embarked upon by health workers, speaking when he met with representatives of the Nigerian Medical Association (NMA) in September, Buhari had urged the resident doctors who were on strike at the time. The NMA and JHOSU had also threatened to stop work to reconsider their action. Embarking on industrial action at this time, when Nigerians need you most, is not the best action to take. No matter the grievances, the administration has a good track record of paying all debts owed to government workers, pensioners, and contractors, and we have even revisited debts left by past administration. Once due verification is done, debts genuinely owed health workers will be settled, the president said. According to Ngige, Buhari had directed the Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning to effect the payment of doctors, nurses, and other health workers for the period they were on strike in 2018 and 2021. Mr. President has approved last week, and I have authority and letter directing the Minister of Finance to release the funds of the resident doctors for September and October 2021. which was seized in conformity with the law, he said. In the same vein, the approval also covers members of the Jehosu who went on strike in 2018 for 3 months. After the first month, after March, when they couldn't come back, he asked that their pay be suspended. This is in tandem with the ILO principles at work. You have a right to strike, but the employer has a right to stop your remuneration and, if possible, use it to keep his enterprise going by taking new hands where possible, especially in essential services. So that same money for 2018 April and May, Mr. President has again approved that the finance minister refunds or reimburse on compassionate grounds those payments. This is predicated on the grounds that this group of workers has been showing a lot of dedication and concern to the COVID pandemic, and that their hazard allowance for 2021 had remained what it was before. You see exactly what I was talking about. When they oppress the people and you react, now they try to look for another way. They review whatever they have and use it against the people. Now, a group of workers went on strike in 2018, and because they went on strike, they were given, the mandate that if they go on strike, they won't get paid. And it lasted for 3 whole months. And for those 3 months, they were not given salaries. You can imagine, this is 2021, so that was 2 years ago. Now they're claiming that these guys should be paid that money on what? On compassionate ground. So you can see where they're coming from, that yes, we just felt pitied for you, that you're showing more commitment now because of the COVID-19 pandemic. You're being serious with your work, so we thought it would be nice for us to give you that salary for 3 months that was held in 2018. So you can imagine what I said earlier, that these guys try to paint it and make it look like they are doing you a favor. So these are things that are really not good. In a working system, things like this should never happen. So even when you're talking about on compassionate ground, in a system, in a working or a running system, for people to go on strike, that means it is really very serious, and you cannot even stop their pay because you have to check what happened before these guys had to go on strike. But they really don't care. They believe they call the shots, so they do whatever they like. Anyway, guys, you've seen it. That was it about that report. So drop your comment. Let's hear from you, and also give this video a thumbs up. Do have a pleasant time. Bye for now.